think we're good to go. Finally, after probably easily over 2 hours. Gotta love those surprise updates, I swear. I do apologize. I need to do an update because my computer just does not want me to know that it needs an update. So, we gotta go get the thing, the main file again, and hope to God that everything just went smooth, because otherwise that's gonna suck. It was right at the beginning, so that's one thing I'm grateful for, because it that way there's not much, that you need to re-add. I'd rather be right at the beginning when I haven't done much than later when I have a crap ton done. But everything should run fine and dandy now, so let's hope that everything is good to go. 2, 1 update thing. Alright. So all of our work was saved, hopefully. So let's just hope. Okay. So, okay, I can already see the alarm, so that's a good sign.
The blaring of the factory alarm was what...
Okay. Okay, we need to get to a point where we can do this more efficiently. Something like this, maybe?
The blaring of the factory alarm was what woke both Absentee and I the next morning. I had no idea what time it was, but it didn't matter, seeing I had not slept well. The fact that I was in a place of death and horror had me wide awake the entire night, and I doubt that I was the only pony within this place that was restless. I had only been here for less than one night, while others, like Absentia, had been here for countless years. The factory was their home now, as was it mine. But not for long. I didn't plan to stay in this factory. I had to get in, do what I came here to do, and get out. Absentia groaned as she rose from the bed, following a message over an intercom. The voice was Stitch over an intercom.
Alright. Now we're back to where we started. Or where we were, I should say. And yes, I already took the extra step to get the file that we need for the sound effect. So we should be good there. I do have a static effect somewhere. So we'll get that here in just a second. That would be under downloads. Here comes that effect. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, that made me jump. Alright, which one is it?
Too familiar, and made my blood boil at the sound of it. The Overmare.
Okay.
Too familiar. Too familiar, and made my blood boil at the sound of it. The Overmare. Rainbow Dash. Too familiar. Too familiar, and made.
I could just do something like the singular beep, because I think that's all we're gonna need. It's hard to tell from right here.
Too familiar, and made my blood boil at the sound of it.
Okay, where are we?
Too.
No. I said no.
Following a message. A message over an intercom. The voice was all too familiar. A message over.
A message. Okay, so something like this. Okay, now I need to go here. Turn that down.
A message over an intercom. 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 The voice was.
Oops.
A message over an intercom. The voice was all. A message over an intercom. The voice was all too familiar, and made my blood boil at the sound of it. The Overmare. Rainbow Dash.
Good morning. I'm gonna put it right here.
Dash.
Good morning, workers. Okay, so now I gotta give it some static.
Dash. The Overmare. Rainbow Dash.
Good morning, workers. As you all know.
The Overmare. Rainbow Dash.
Good morning, workers. All right. So it would be kind of almost instant. So let's all right. So now I need static. 1, 2, 3. Which I do have a static sound effect somewhere. Let me just try here. Stock. No. Okay, so it's not there. It'd be in here. Where would I have that? I know I've got a sound effect for it because I've used it before. Maybe in music? Oops. Nope. Okay, let me do it the most plausible way. Oh, you piece of shit. If not, I can always make a static sound effect. Not that big of a deal. Okay. If it was obvious, it would have found it by now. But I swore I had a sound effect like that. Let me try being a little bit more clear. Oh, that's in my downloads. Well, let's try that. Not that. Footsteps. Shockwave. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Then all I need is a static sound effect. Actually, I'm gonna play it safe and I'm gonna make it in Audacity. It's actually pretty easy to do. But I know I have a static sound effect somewhere. Just don't know where. And I'm not really in the mood to look. Okay. Now I just gotta remember how to do this. Add new. It doesn't matter. Okay, so something like a 10-second loop would work. Generate. Silence tone. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done this. Silence noise. It'd be a type of noise. What? Okay. Now. Now, turn that down a lot, because that'll work. That'll work. Well, export as, it doesn't matter. Oh, excuse me. Static sound effect. Yeah, I knew that wouldn't take that long. And yes, I did intentionally keep it at a lower volume because I don't know what's coming. So, let's sample. That'd be under music. Okay, how noisy are you going to be? So I need to get it in the right spot. Okay, first things first, let me turn it down just a little bit, just in case it is noisy.
The Overmare. Rainbow Dash.
Good morning, workers. As you all know,
Our latest group of failures caused our beautiful machine's blades to jam, and the next import of failure...
Alright. So, we're gonna have to do this quite a few times. Grab that. Copy paste a lot. Alright, so let's go something like that. Control C, Control V.
The Overmare. Rainbow Dash. Good morning, workers. As you all know, our latest group of failures caused our beautiful machine's blades to jam. Good morning.
Nope, that ain't gonna work.
Good morning, workers. As you all know, our latest group of failures caused our beautiful machine's blades to... Good morning, workers. As you all know, our latest group of failures caused our beautiful machine's blades to jam, and the next import of failures will arrive in 2 days. So, somebody will have to clean those blades, and since I know all of you will refuse, the worker will be chosen randomly from our worker database. Also, due to last night's storm, our main power supply was damaged by a lightning strike, causing the security cameras to lose power. Somebody will have to fix that as well, but be careful not to get electrocuted. As for our spectra handlers, the amount of spectra produced are dropping. Therefore, a meeting will be held to fix that issue. Now, on to choosing the worker to clean the Pegasus device. The way Rainbow Dash spoke was unlike anything I had ever heard. It was a cold and... Good morning, workers. As you all know, our latest group of failures caused our beautiful machine... Good morning, workers. As you all know, our latest group of failures caused our beautiful machine's blades to jam, and the next import of failures will arrive in 2 days. So, somebody will have to clean those blades, and since I know all of you will refuse, the worker will be chosen randomly from our worker database. Also, due to last night's storm, our main power supply was damaged by a lightning strike, causing the security cameras to lose power. Somebody will have to fix that as well, but be careful not to get electrocuted. As for our spectra handlers, the amount of spectra produced are dropping. Therefore, a meeting will be held to fix that issue. Now, on to choosing the worker to clean the Pegasus device. The way Rainbow Dash spoke was unlike anything I had ever heard. It was a cold and ruthless tone. It was as if she didn't care at all for her workers, and only cared that Pegasi were being murdered through the Pegasus device. How could Rainbow Dash pull off such a misleading act as a pony who represented loyalty, defeated evil tyrants, and inspired other Pegasi, when she was really a cold-hearted monster? It blew me away at just how well Rainbow Dash could pull it off, after countless years of being the overmare in this factory. The intercom static was replaced with Rainbow Dash's cold voice once more. The worker cleaning the Pegasus device will be 067138. Absentia gave me a look of horror as I raised an eyebrow. What? That's you. She confirmed. My heart dropped.
Good morning, workers. As you all know, our latest group of failures caused our beautiful machine. The worker cleaning the Pegasus device will be 067138.
Absentia gave me a look of horror as I raised an eyebrow. What? That's you. She confirmed. My heart dropped as I saw her dropped as I...
Okay. Something dark or like, I don't know, something. That's simple. Let's see, what do I need here? I need... what fits here? Phantom, maybe? This should work. Like, come on. Okay. Let's see. So that's got to go down.
My heart dropped as I saw the numbers embedded into my name tag on my suit. It was as if Rainbow Dash was taunting me. Why? Why did that have to be my first assignment? Not to mention that I couldn't clean that machine in this heavy suit. My cover would be blown. Damn it! What do I do, Absentia?
Okay, hang on. Trophy. Wait. Oh, it's right after she announces it. I forgot about that.
Kia gave me a look of horror as I...
Okay, one...
Monster! It blew me away at just how well Rainbow Dash could pull it off. After countless years...
The worker cleaning the Pegasus device will be 067138.
Bloop. Alright, so something like right here. Okay, cut all this out. Okay. Now I need to go find that one sound effect again. That one.
Absentia gave me...
The worker cleaning the Pegasus device will be 067138.
Absentia gave me a look of horror as I raised an eyebrow. What? That's you. She confirmed. My heart dropped as I...
Okay, hang on. I think this needs to go out for just a little bit more. Right there.
The worker cleaning the Pegasus device will be 067138.
Absentia gave me a look of horror as I raised an eyebrow. What? That's you. She confirmed.
Oh.
My heart dropped as I saw the numbers embedded into my name tag on my suit. It was as if Rainbow Dash was taunting me. Why? Why did that have to be my first assignment? Not to mention that I couldn't clean that machine in this heavy suit. My cover would be blown. Damn it! What do I do, Absentia? Hey, calm down. She started, putting her hooves on my shoulders. First, don't panic. Otherwise, you're going to expose yourself to the orchestrators that survey the factory floor. I'll be honest with you, Scoots. There's nothing you can do except obey and watch your back every second you're in that machine. There's only one way in and out of that thing. So you'll need to be absolutely careful and just do your best to get the task done ASAP. However, there's one thing needed to be done before you even think of stepping into that machine. So come here. I raised an eyebrow at the comment, answering with an appropriate response. What for? That mane of yours is just asking to get tangled up in those blades. So, I'm going to save you a potentially easy way to die and cut it short enough to where it won't get caught in anything. That wasn't a bad suggestion. It would help with my identity, and Absentia wasn't kidding about my mane. It was long and unkempt after years of no maintenance. Strangely, I had grown in my time in the void as if I'd never stopped living, and that had always taken me aback, seeing most say that when you die, you don't age beyond death. But I had aged and grown into an adult mare, so either ponies were wrong about life after death, or the void had properties to it that were beyond my understanding. The sound of Absentia impatiently clearing her throat made me come back to reality, deciding not...
Okay, I think that I'm gonna actually add that
Deciding not to question her any further, and why sound of Absentia impatiently...
Alright. That won't take long. Perhaps I should have done the groan as well, like getting up and out of bed. Well, let's get the mic into the right spot. Alright, so I gotta do a... Alright, please just behave. Okay. Let's see. That's a little too noisy. That'll work. Okay, what about the grunts? I think I should put that in there. It is in the original, so... Let's see, we need noise reduction. That... Control R. Or is it this one? What sounds more like slightly annoyed? I think the last one is fine. That one looked like it peaked a little too much. I think that Absentia would do something like that. Okay, so file, export, selected audio. It doesn't matter. Impatient throat clear. Okay. Now, what about, like, a grown-up getting out of bed? Let's see. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay, it's gotta sound like her, and I've gotta, like, before, just like a, like that kind of thing. Like, that sounded more like, you know, I don't want to do this. Well, they're kind of the same thing. No. Something like that. Trilar. I think that this was okay. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. Sounds a little different, but let's see. We need to export the selected audio. Absentia grunt. Congratulations, you guys got a little sneak peek of what I do when I record stuff. Okay, so let's go like, let's get this one out of the way first. So the throat clear first. Where is that? Music. I need to go to music. Okay. That's the one. Okay, then put the grunt on the 6. There. Alright, but I gotta give both of those a little bit of an EQ. Because it's gotta match the EQ. Alright, so... oh wait, actually what I need first is a limiter. So I need to move that down. Limiter, noise gate, all right. Hopefully it just works with both of them. A lot of sound effects to come, so yeah. Alright, bass is about like that. 3 is about right here. I'm not too worried about the EQ on this one. Not too worried. Just kind of try and get a little similar. It's the 5 where things get a little tricky. So you can either open it wide or you can close it. Alright. Now we need reverb. It's a small one. So it was around probably 10%-ish. Okay. Please and thank you.
Impatiently clear. Impatiently clearing her.
Oh, that's the grunt. My bad.
Impatiently clearing.
Okay. So it still needs to be lower in volume.
Impatiently clearing her throat made me come back.
Okay, I need to hear.
Impatiently clearing her throat made me come back to. Impatiently clearing her.
Or what I can do is something like this. It needs to go down a little bit because it is a little noisy. What I can do is something like right before the fact.
Standing. The standing.
Right there.
Standing. 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 The sound of absentia.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Standing.
So about right here-ish.
Standing. The sound of absentia impatiently. Standing. The sound of absentia impatiently clearing her throat made me come back to standing. The sound of absentia impatiently clearing her throat made me come back to reality, deciding not to question her any further, and walking to where she was.
Okay, now I gotta figure out where the grunt is, which is like right back here somewhere. It's right before the intercom comes on.
From the bed. From the bed. Following a message over an... Out.
Okay, right about there.
Out.
Oh, shit. I was worried about this.
Out. Absentia groaned as she rose from the bed.
That might be an issue. Yep, that's an issue.
Out. Absentia groaned as she rose from the bed.
Okay. I think I can get away with that. So we need to go to 6. Turn that down a little bit more. Limiter first. Then an EQ. Okay. Up just a little bit. About right there. Bring this down. Bring this down. Something like that. Alright. Reverb.
Out.
Okay.
Out. Absentia groaned as she rose from the bed, following a message over an intercom. The voice was all too familiar. Out. Absentia groaned as she rose from the bed, following a message over an intercom. The voice was all out. Absentia groaned as she rose from the bed, following
good.
a message over an intercom. The voice was all too familiar, and made my blood boil at the sound of it. The Overmare. Rainbow Dash.
Good morning, workers. As you all know, our latest group of failures caused our beautiful machine's blades to jam.
That's you. She confirmed. My heart dropped as I saw the numbers embedded into my name tag on my suit. It was as if Rainbow Dash was taunting me after death, or the void had properties to it that were beyond my understanding. The sound of Absentia impatiently clearing her throat made me come back to reality, deciding not to question her any further, and walking to where she was.
Walking.
Walking.
Okay, so I need to go get that lovely sound effect that I absolutely just hate. But hey, it has to be realistic, right? Alright, that'd be on my thingamajig. Nope, not my recovery drive. Here. Satisfacts. Right. Walk. Yep. Okay. So lower the noise a little bit. The limiter has to be toyed with just a teensy bit. Okay, then give it a reverb.
Walking.
Okay, let's see how that works.
Walking to where she was. Walking to where she was. I planted my flank on the cold floor as she pulled a knife from the drawer next to reality, deciding not to question her any further, and walking to where she was. I planted my flank on the cold floor as she pulled a knife from the drawer next to her small bed that she had outgrown over her years in this place. She lightly lifted and tugged my mane to where it was sturdy enough to cut through with ease, stating only one thing before starting the task. It's not going to be anything pretty, just something good enough to prevent getting caught on anything in that machine. So, hold still and don't cry when you see your reflection. I nodded, doing my best to keep my head still and feeling the blade's edge touch the outer strands of my tangled fleece. With accuracy and gentle care, Absentia applied the first cut, the cold still cutting through as if my still cutting through.
Cutting. Okay, what sound effect was that? I do not remember. It has been forever since I have used that sound effect. I do remember there was a sound effect that I used for that. And well, let's find out. Nope. Sliding, no. Sword slash attack. What does that sound like? Well, let's see what we got. Don't think this is it, but
Cutting through as if. And after.
ow.
Butter.
Nope. I'd have to go back and listen to it in order to determine what it is. It's It's been a long time, guys. Like a very long time. So let's see. That would be part 2, correct? Okay, let me be a little bit more specific. Okay, chapter 2.
The worker didn't struggle anymore, and eyed her head instead. Strange darkness that you couldn't see. It was much like...
No, that's chapter 3. My bad. I forget.
Fly well, so it was clear I was going to fail the flying exam.
Oh my god.
Best to follow Dash's orders, unless you want to end up dead. But before you
questioned Absentia further, and walked to where she was pointing, as she grabbed a knife from a drawer next to her small bed.
it's not going to be anything pretty. Just enough so that you can't get caught on anything in that machine.
Stayed Absentia.
Believe it or not, my mane used to be full of curls, and I was admired by most Pegasi. I wanted to go into modeling, if anything, seeing I had the qualifications.
God, that's noisy.
But my parents didn't agree. I was forced into flight camp, and I never could fly well, so I was admitted with another Pegasi that gave me shit on a daily basis.
Lowered massively, as she worked more toward my neck, cutting it to where it only stood 2 inches off of my neck.
What would that be? I do not know. It sounds like just, I don't know, like... What would that even be? That's a good question. Let me listen to that one more time.
Lowered massively, as she worked more toward my neck, cutting it to where it only stood 2 inches off of my neck.
Sounds almost like, you know, knives being pushed together. Like that kind of sound effect. Well, I think I do have a sound effect for that, because I used it in the Bittersweet Apple Lake Curse Redux. Knife sharpening. Huh? Let's figure it out, shall we?
Butter. And after meeting the opposite side of my mane, absent.
Yeah, something like that. Then I could just play with the pitch even if it doesn't sound right. Let's see what happens.
Butter.
Cutting. Where's cutting?
Cutting through as if my cutting through as if my hair were made of butter.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Cutting through as if my hair were made of butter. And after meeting the opposite side of my mane, Absentia tossed it into a nearby garbage. The weight upon my head had lowered massively as she worked more toward my neck, cutting it to where it only stood 2 inches off of my cutting it to where it
Cutting.
cutting it to where it only stood 2 inches off of my neck. So, what's your story, Absentia? I asked, attempting to make conversation. Nothing important, kid. She answered rather quickly. I didn't accept that. I don't think so. Something tells me that you're different from other workers here. Absentia winced at my words, and with that, I knew my assumption was correct. What makes you say that? For all you know, I could be pulling a ruse and be waiting for the right moment to kill you. I could slit your neck right here if I wished. I know you won't, because I know very well that you could have easily right here if I wished.
That has come back a little bit.
Right here if I wished. I know you won't, because I know very well that you could have easily overpowered me last night. But you held back, hoping I'd just kill and free you from this place. If you were like the others, you would have taken me to Rainbow Dash and had me thrown into the Pegasus device. Another wins. She hadn't expected me to be so thorough, and that was enough to break through the mask she wore to avoid looking weak in Rainbow Dash's eyes. I'd managed to break through her true self that existed before the horrors of the Rainbow Factory had corrupted her mind and personality. I'll give you one thing, Scoots. You are excellent at reading ponies. You're right. I did hold back last night in hopes of you breaking my neck or suffocating me into the bliss that is death. I've won.
Let's see. So this would be a sad track. But which one is it? Good question. Abuse? Nope. Nope. Is it melancholy? Yep, it's that one. Alright. Whoa, easy there, computer. Alright, let's see here.
I've wanted death to greet me ever since I became Rainbow Dash's second in command, having to do things that I could never forgive myself for. I never dreamed of becoming an elite flyer, but my parents forced me to. I was doomed from the moment I signed the document that admitted me into the flight academy. I was never good at flying and wanted to actually become a model for magazines, because where I failed in flying, I made up in beauty. Believe it or not, my mane used to be full of long curls, and I was admired by most Pegasi as a fashion icon. I had caught the eye of a very well-known company in the fashion industry, and had even landed a spot as a model, up until my parents got in the way and ruined it all. I was sent to flight camp before I could even have a chance at my dreams, and as soon as I failed, was taken here to be grinded into Spectra. Hope the bastards are proud now. A pang of anger and sorrow pierced my heart. Absentia's dreams had been taken from her out of selfishness and pride, only to be replaced with assured death. However, the fact that she was alive rendered that ending impossible, so that led to my next question. What did you have to do to get on Rainbow Dash's good side? Absentia sighed, continuing to cut further up my neck. Things that I regret. When I was admitted with another Pegasi that gave me shit on a daily basis. I was confused and lost, and had no idea what to do, what to think in the darkness of the factory. During the first night, the effects of the factory plagued my mind, and I decided to get some much-needed revenge. The asshole that had treated me like shit all my years in flight camp was at his most vulnerable. So I took my opportunity and beat him to a pulp. He begged for my forgiveness, but he didn't deserve it. So I killed the ungrateful bastard. Absentia's voice was cold and bitter with a killed the ungrateful bastard. Absentia's voice was cold and bitter with a hint of sorrow and grief. The sound of her words made my ears twitch, along with the sound of her blade slicing through my mane.
Okay. Okay, just gotta cut that down again.
Slicing through my mane. I shivered as Absentia continued her story that I had asked for. After he was dead for sure, I had expected to feel happy or satisfied. I didn't feel like either of those things, and instead felt sad, horrible, and looked at myself as a monster. I had killed one of my own fellow Pegasi, and despite all he had done to me, I felt terrible. If anything, I was no better than Rainbow Dash. It became clear the next morning when Dash came to the containment room and saw what I had done. Blood was everywhere, and I was covered with it. Dash took it as an opportunity and made me into a factory worker on the spot. I'll never forget that devilish smile and stare. She had just laughed and applauded me for my actions, and after the fact, had patted me on the head and said only two things. You may be worthless to all Pegasi as a flyer, but it's clear you have use to me in another way. Welcome to the weather factory, worker. I couldn't believe I was still alive. You may be worthless to all Pegasi as a flyer, but it's clear you have use to me in another way. Welcome to the weather factory, worker. I couldn't believe I was still alive, and I had only been relieved that I had been given another chance. However, not long after, I had wished that Dash had killed me that day. I had been forced to end others' lives over simple mistakes that hadn't even affected the factory or its process in committing murder to produce artificial rainbows. However, that's not what Dash thought, and had tasked me with smashing their skulls against the ground. I couldn't believe I was still alive, and I had only been relieved that I had been given another chance. However, not long after, I had wished that Dash had killed me that day. I had been forced to end others' lives over simple mistakes that hadn't even affected the factory or its process in committing murder to produce artificial rainbows. However, that's not what Dash thought, and had tasked me with smashing their skulls against the ground until their brains littered the floor. The sounds of their final moments still echo in my mind, and their faces haunt my dreams. I have never lost count of how many I killed, and will never forgive myself for letting my fear and hope for survival result in the gruesome end of 17 ponies that were no different than me. Pink Diamond, Minty Fresh, Stormy Cloud, Windy Trail, Blue Skies, Ember, Lightning Flash, Starry Night, Sunny Day, Dazzle Flash, Shining Star, Snowflake, Rocky Twister, Silverwing, Twinkle Star, Ivy Rain, and Starry Breeze. Their lives all taken in gruesome manners by my own hooves. It wasn't until 7 years after the day I killed my worst enemy that I was finally promoted and freed of my role as an executioner to Pegasi who didn't meet Dash's standards. I was beyond relieved, up until I had learned why. And to avoid ending up like him and the filly that had joined him in their escape attempt, I just buried the old me and learned to just follow the rules and play along.
Excuse me.
Her story nearly brought tears to my eyes, realizing that if any pony wanted to get on Rainbow Dash's good side, they'd have to do something so morbid that it would cause the pony to become some pony they weren't. Luckily for me, I planned to do it another way, unless an opportunity was given. I will kill the bitch, along with this factory. How long have you been here? 20 years, kid. Long enough for me to forget my birth name, become a hollow shell of nothing but pain and trauma, and devoid of any sort of feeling or emotion. Something no pony would ever want to become unless their life depended on it. I could only imagine Absentia's pain. She had been here for 20 years. 20 long years of murder and nightmares. I had been dead for countless years before I was reborn into this living hell. Only this time, things were going to be different. Absentia had finished the haircut to where my mane was only 2 inches off my neck and head. An easy buzz cut to where I looked just like Absentia. There. Now you look like the rest of the workers and are safe from any potential danger while inside that death machine, said Absentia. Out of the silence of the room, the intercom erupted once more with the sound of Rainbow Dash's cold voice.
Okay, where... Okay. I need to go back here, and I need to go find... Where are you? Right there. And I think I still have the static on copy-paste. Where? Oh. What the fuck?
Oh, almost forgot.
Right there?
Absentia gave me a...
Oh. I see it. No! Oh my god. Oh my god, we've got, like... Right here? Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, where are you? Right there.
Worker, Worker 06.
his cold voice.
Worker 067138. Report to the factory floor.
Absentia gave me a look of severity. Best go before she... his cold voice.
Worker 067138. Report to the factory floor.
Absent.
Okay, I need to get this better.
His cold voice.
Worker 067138. Report to the factory floor.
So, like, right about here somewhere.
His cold voice.
Worker 067138. Report to the factory floor.
Beep. So, like, right here. Oops. Okay, let me put that in the right spot. Something like that. Really, for fuck's sake. There we go.
Absentia gave me a look of severity.
Worker 067138. Report to the factory floor.
Absentia gave me a look of severity. Best go before she comes looking for you. Her and her security squad. I nodded my head as I turned to leave up until I was stopped by Absentia. Oh. I nodded my head as I turned to leave up until I was stopped by Absentia. Oh. Almost forgot, said Absentia, grabbing something from her nearby makeshift closet that was nothing more than a hole in the wall. You might want to put this on. Absentia tossed a black rubber suit toward me, which I recognized as the same one she wore. I didn't question her and quickly slipped on the flexible rubber suit. It was surprisingly comfortable and fit me perfectly. Once the uniform was on, Absentia handed me a small button, one that had the label of the weather factory on it. You'll need that, or Dash will be all over you. I stuck the small button on the suit, feeling a sick feeling come over me. I looked just like one of the factory workers, a fact that I refused to accept, seeing I was only wearing it temporarily. It was the only way I could stay out of Rainbow Dash's sights. Good luck, Scouts. You'll need it. I nodded my head as I turned to exit the room and make my way to the factory floor, but was stopped shortly. I nodded my head as I turned to exit the room and make my way to the factory floor, but was stopped shortly by Absentia yet again. Hey, kid. She called out, to which I turned to look back at her. Yeah? Thanks for the chat. I smiled and nodded my head before turning to the door and exiting to the factory.
Okay.
And exiting to the factory.
Okay. Now we need the factory sounds. Mate, volume. Damn.
Through the night, Absentia had given me some pointers on how to get to the factory floor without an elevator. Due to her being here for 20 years and gaining access to the places that most of the workers don't know of, Rainbow Dash and Absentia must be close to know of all the secret passageways within the factory. There was returning to the door and exiting to the factory. Through the night, Absentia had given me some pointers on how to get to the factory floor without an elevator. Due to her being here for 20 years and gaining access to the places that most of the workers don't know of, Rainbow Dash and Absentia must be close to know of all the secret passageways within the factory. There was secret halls, staircases, and even simple tricks to get past the scanners on the doors. Tricks I needed to know if I planned to survive here. As I walked across the skywalk, I passed other factory workers, each of them looking at me with looks of curiosity. All of them were orchestrators, due to their outfits being just like mine. Looks of curiosity. All of them were the skywalk. I passed other factory workers. As I walked across the skywalk, I passed the skywalk.
Okay, walking. Where is it? There it is.
As I walked across the skywalk, I passed other factory workers, each of them looking at me with looks of curiosity. All of them were orchestrators, due to their... As I walked across the skywalk, I passed other factory workers, each of them looking at me with looks of curiosity. All of them were... As I walked across the skywalk, I passed other factory workers. As I walked across the skywalk, I passed other factory workers, each of them looking at me with looks of curiosity. All of them were orchestrators, due to their outfits being just like mine. Each of them wearing their own share of scars, and manes cut just like mine. Absentia wasn't kidding when she said I would look just like every factory worker. But even though I looked like the workers, I was far from safe. I was scared to death, because one wrong move is all it would take to earn a one-way trip through the Pegasus device. So I had to be on alert at all times. At the end of the skywalk, I was accompanied by a familiar face. There stood the Cyan Pegasus with her rainbow mane and rosy pink eyes. There stood Rainbow Dash, the mare I despised with all of my being. She was winged by two other guard ponies, holding eyes with all of my...
Would this work here?
She was winged by two other guard ponies, holding two electric spears, meaning I couldn't attack. Not now. My anger rose on the inside as I stood less than 2 feet from her. I rose a hoof to my forehead as she examined me from head to hoof, giving me a look that spoke pure death. "You're late."
Nope, don't like it.
She was winged by 2 other guard ponies, holding 2 electric spears, meaning I couldn't attack. Not now. My anger rose on the inside as I stood less than 2 feet from her. I rose a hoof to my forehead as she examined me from head to hoof, giving me a look that spoke pure death. "You're late," stated Rainbow Dash with an annoyed sigh. "I'll let this mishap slip for now, but I expect better manners from now on, worker." The little amounts of sense that I had left were the only thing keeping me from lunging forward, as I swallowed my pride in response. "Yes, ma'am," I spoke, swallowing the small amount of vomit I had in my mouth. She didn't say anything, only moved her head closer to mine, looking at me closely. I noticed a nasty scar just visible on her forehead, which I figured was from the anonymous Pegasus that stated he had left a nasty impression on her head during his escape attempt. It had even left a dent in her skull, changing Rainbow Dash's appearance as the once bold Pegasus she used to be, and instead showing her more as the monster she really was. Her sudden observation toward me made me feel uncomfortable, and only grew more uncomfortable as she raised her right hoof toward my head. I expected her to do something, but all she did was gently brush her hoof against my mane, watching small bits of loose strands of my freshly cut mane fall to the floor. "Hygiene. Work on it. I won't deal with shedding around my factory." Will do, ma'am," I replied, continuing to hold my breath. "Good. Now, let me show you to your station," she said, turning from me, and placing her hoof against the scanner, turning from me. And placing her hoof against the scanner of the elevator. I followed her as the elevator doors slid open.
Followed, so it's walking.
I followed her as the elevator doors slid open, and I, along with the rest of the party of murderers. I followed her as the elevator doors slid open, and I, along with the rest of the party of doors slid open, and I, along with the rest of the.
Okay, door slid open. Let me go to my downloads for that one. That one.
Door slid open. And
No, not that one. Not that one. I need that one.
Door slid open. Door slid open, and I, along with the rest of the party of murderous pigs. Door slid open, and I, along with the rest of the party of murderous Pegasi. Door slid open, and I, along with the rest of the party of murderous Pegasi, entered the small space.
Okay.
And placing her hoof against the scanner of the elevator. I followed her as the elevator doors slid open, and I, along with the rest of the party of murderous Pegasi, entered the small space. The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold party of murderous Pegasi, entered the small space. The entire time I stood in the elevator, a party of murderous Pegasi entered the small space. The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold back the urge to attack, but I knew what the outcome would be if I attacked. If I was going to get Rainbow Dash, I had to wait until she wasn't guarded. I had to play my cards right, and right now was not the time to play the ace. I just have to wait and stay out of trouble. If only it were that easy. The elevator came to a stop on the...
Okay, so door's shut.
I followed her as the elevator door slid open, and I, along with the rest of the party of murderous Pegasi, entered the small space. The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold back the urge to attack, but I knew what the outcome would be if I attacked. If I was going to get Rainbow Dash, I had to wait until she wasn't good. I followed her as the elevator door slid open. The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold back the urge to attack.
Okay, so I gotta zoom in a little bit.
The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold back the urge to attack.
Okay, so the entire time it's closing is when I have to make the factory sounds go away for a minute. Okay. Nope, not what I want. Did I do the thing again? Something about that.
The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold back the urge to attack.
Okay, so I have to go here-ish, right there, and I need to go like this, but I need to get on the right track first, this one. Okay. So it goes silent for a minute? Maybe.
The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold back the urge to attack. The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold back the urge to attack, but I knew what the outcome would be if I attacked. If I was going to get Rainbow Dash, I had to wait until she wasn't guarded. I had to play my cards right, and right now was not the time to play the ace. I just have to wait and stay out of trouble. If only it were that easy. The elevator came to a stop.
Maybe something like right there. Because I feel like the sound wouldn't dissipate the entire time. Copy value. Base value. Base value. See if that might work.
The entire time I stood in the elevator, I had to hold back the urge to attack, but I knew what the outcome would be if I attacked. If I was going to get Rainbow Dash, I had to wait until she wasn't guarded. I had to play my cards right, and right now was not the time to play the ace. I just have to wait and stay out of trouble. If only it were that easy. The elevator came to a stop on the factory floor, where I could see the Pegasus device in full light of the fluorescent lights that hung from the rafters. The elevator came to a stop on the factory floor, where I could see the Pegasus device in full light of the fluorescent lights that hung from the rafter. Came to a stop on the factory floor, where I...
Okay, so that would be when the door opens. Maybe, if it'll let me. Okay, that's the opening sound.
Came to a stop on the factory floor, where I could see the Pegasus device.
Okay. Come on. Something like that?
Came to a stop on the factory floor, where I could see the Pegasus device in full light of the fluorescent lights that hung from the rafters. The giant grinding machine was silent, and I was about to enter its... Came to a stop on the factory floor, where I could see the Pegasus device in full light of the fluorescent lights that hung from the rafters.
Okay, so stepping out.
Came to a stop on the factory floor, where I could see the Pegasus device in full light of the fluorescent lights that hung from the rafters. The giant grinding machine was silent, and I was about to enter its blades. My heart skipped a beat as Rainbow Dash approached the bottom of the machine, lights that hung from the rafters. The giant grinding machine was silent, and I was about to enter its blades. My heart skipped a beat as Rainbow Dash approached the bottom of the machine. A small slot leading to the inside of the approached the bottom of approached the bottom of the machine. A small slot leading to the inside of the device open, and a long hose off to the side of the opening. Your job is simple. You just have to use this hose to spray the blades, but not just the bottom blades. All the blades. I want this thing spotless. Not a single speck of remains from the last run better be visible when I check back, worker. Or there will be consequences. Got it? Yes, ma'am. Good. Now, get to work, she commanded, handing me the hose. Rainbow Dash turned from me as I held the hose in my hooves. My anger level was at its peak, but I kept myself calm. Now was not the time to strike. I would just have to cooperate for now and stay out of trouble. Water on! Commanded Rainbow Dash as I noticed a worker on the far side of the room turn a water valve, immediately following a high pressure within the hose. Water instantly burst out of the end. Water instantly burst out of the end.
So, now comes the part I'm dreading. Oh, because the sound effect, I remember in the original, it gave me issues. Mainly because ye suck. Alright, make sure. We're about an hour and a half. It's not too bad. Alright. So, water. I think a waterfall actually wouldn't be that bad of an idea for sound effect. Like a waterfall-ish kind of sound. Oops, not there. Here. This is where I need to go. Water. You gotta be kidding me. There's a water sound effect at the end. I know there is. Really? Oh, I swear. Okay, now we just gotta figure out what we're gonna do here.
Water instantly burst out of...
Okay, that's too light. Like, basically the kind of water we're talking about here is like a water, like a firefighter hose. Like that kind of water pressure is what we're talking about. Okay, lower that a lot, because I know these can be loud.
Water instantly burst out of the end. Nearly.
Nope.
Single spec, worker.
Nope.
The inside of the machine. Causing me to vomit, but
Nope.
made quick work.
Nope. That's like a drip, drip, drip. That's like a waterfall right there.
The magnitude of
Jesus Christ. Again, I think I gotta listen to the original to get a good idea of what I'm doing here. Okay, something right here.
Feet from her. I rose a hoof to my forehead as she examined me from head to hoof, giving me a look that spoke pure easy. The elevator came to a stop on the factory floor, where I could see the Pegasus device in full light of the fluorescent lights that hung from the rafters. The bottom of the machine was coated with bone fragments, teeth fragments, fur, and puddles of blood formed from the blood that had dripped from the blade of the machine. Confirmed my theory.
Water on!
Commanded Rainbow Dash, as I noticed a worker on the far side of the room turn a water valve, immediately following a high pressure within the hose. Water thrusted out of the end of the hose, nearly causing me to lose my grip on the hose. But I somehow managed to hold on.
Not a single speck better be visible, Welker.
Okay. I don't like that. That actually sounds too weak.
the magnitude of a mess.
That sounds like a waterfall. That just sounds straight like a
Sight
waterfall.
of it. My worst fear had become reality. I immediately roar of the inside of the machine made it hard to think straight, but I knew I had to act fast.
Okay, so that ain't gonna work. Alright, let's see, where are we at? Gotta be like right here somewhere.
She commanded, handing me the hose. Rainbow Dash turned. I held the hose in my hooves. My anger level was at its peak, but I kept. Now was not the time to strike. I would just have to cooperate for now and stay out of trouble. Water on! Commanded Rainbow Dash, as I noticed a worker on the far side of the room turn a water valve, immediately following a high pressure within the hose. Water instantly burst out of the
Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a teensy little break here just to kind of recollect my thoughts and stuff like that. I don't know. Angry music, I guess.
Planes. Multiverses.
Excuse me.
It's a good day
me
to
again.
have a good day. Start the morning with chorizo, scrambled eggs, and cheese. Or break out of that afternoon slump with juicy chicken, cheese, and roasted peppers. New Dunkin' Wraps. America runs on Dunkin'.
So you've come at last, thought you left me in the past. Guess it was too much to be ignored. You changed your tune pretty fast. I've just one question to ask. Do you think I'm what you're looking for? Get up and look me in the eye. I wanna see how well you lie. Always act like the righteous one while I'm always on the run. Loyal until you start racing. While I'm just trying to survive. You're living in overdrive. Nice to have friends in high places. Must be nice to have friends in high places. So you've changed your mind after the years left behind. Threw me out, but now you think we're friends. Save it, don't waste your breath. Your preaching bores me to death. We both know how chasing rainbows ends. You were the one that shot me down. Your loyalty won't be safe for now. Push myself to the breaking point to have all my dreams destroyed. Gave it all up, now I'm jaded. See you painting the sky rainbow while I live in monochrome. Wish I had friends in high places. You make sure that I fail to see every single lie that you say to me. Now you wanna talk, but don't push your luck. I think it's time that you shut the fuck up. Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Excuse me.
The world thinks you're a light in the dark. Hope it's worth tearing me apart. How many collateral cases? Promised we could get out of here. I was stabbed in the back instead. Fuck, I've been friends in high places. Fuck, I've been friends in high places.
Ooh, that's cool.
Fuck you and your friends in high places.
Haven't thought about it. I think I'm gonna call it there, honestly. So I gotta go back and I gotta fix something. I gotta figure out where what is what and how and how it lines up. Yeah, I'm just not in the mood right now. Let's see, where are we? Right there. Okay, so water is fine.
Water instantly burst out of the end, nearly causing me to lose my grip, but I somehow managed to hold on. Remember, not a single speck, worker,
Okay.
stated Rainbow Dash, together amongst the chaos and formulated my options of escape. I couldn't go up without being grinded to pulp, so waiting for the water to
I think that should be just fine because she goes into the machine. The factory would still be very visible, very much hearable. It's only one part where that would change. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it there. Didn't get much sleep last night. I think it's catching up to me, finally. Alright, Reborn. Part 2, Part 1. Partially next. Oh, shit. Yep, I'd rather not work myself over to the point where it's gonna, hurt me. So. Yeah, I just don't want to hurt myself, so.
Hey, you good to drive?
And risk a $10,000 fine? No thanks. Dude, you're dead to me. That was my dad's.
These walls that surround you are nothing to me. I'll break them down around you. Try to escape, but we swarm endlessly. I'll show the world what I can do to give you a reason to hate me. Every step I take will bring your demise. Your pain is my salvation. So rally your armies and lead them to die. We'll show the world what we can do and give you a reason to hate me. I will not lose anymore. I am not scared to fight this war. You took the love away from me. Well, I'll take it back along with this city. 'Cause I know what it's like to lose everything. But this is the life I choose to take away from you. I'll burn the city to the ground if I had to. Yeah! Watch as the smoke clears the bodies in the streets. You saviors have fallen. You brought this on yourself. The blood is on your hands. Your arrogance the reason. You had to take a stand. I've shown the world what I will do. Now you have a reason to hate me. I will not lose anymore. I am not scared to fight this war. You took the love away from me. Well, I'll take it back along with this city. 'Cause I know what it's like to lose everything. But this is the life I choose to take away from you. I'll burn the city to the ground if I had to.
It's a good song. So I'm exporting I'm exporting right now. I got about maybe close to almost 3/4, but I had to call it. I didn't get very much good sleep last night, so yeah, I'm tired. Brain is not full 100% today. Oh. I'm doing backstock with backstock. Had an unexpected update. Had to do that. Then I got on. Yeah, I'm not doing. I don't feel sick or anything. It's just, yeah, I'm tired. Backstock. Like putting stuff in the back room. Oh, that would be. Stuff in the back room, put it on the shelves. That would be. I can't think of what it's called. It's when. Yeah, it's when you take like. You know, tabs on inventory and all that stuff. I cannot think of what it's called. But yeah, I am flipping tired. I'll get this done. It's just gonna take some time. Plus I'm to a part where I know it's gonna be a bitch and a half to get done, so I have to find the right sound effect first. Then I gotta get that upload. Like, I'll look for it in my spare time, because I struggled with this part in the original. Like, it was not easy. I remember, it was a pain in the ass. Nothing I can't handle. Okay, what am I looking for? I don't know, what am I looking for? Yuck. Saw he uploaded another video. Okay, seriously, YouTube? Guess I'll just have to go to his channel. Oh. Let's see. There it is. Some of these are sometimes good. Plus it gives me a challenge. Even though I am really good at trying not to laugh stuff.
Pain hits fast. So get relief fast.
No, just an ad.
That's ridiculous. That was the closest I've been to laughing.
Okay, I gotta start over again.
YouTube. And if that wasn't cool enough,
oh, for
she
goodness
can also
sake.
read minds with her skill. And probably my favorite one is this NPC.
YouTube, welcome into.
I already know the intro and the rules.
Okay, here we go.
How dare you say I'm depressed, Sucrose?
Huh?
Would a depressed
Okay.
person make this? Didn't think so.
Tea?
Mr. Albedo, that's a mug of cold milk and 2 scoops of instant coffee. Are you sure you're okay? Did you take your meds today?
I don't need my meds. I'm
Oh,
not
God.
depressed. I'm a genius.
Sounds like bullshit.
I'm afraid of heights!
Geniuses could be depressed.
Leave me alone!
True.
The fucking
Honestly,
hell?
so true.
Traveler
Fist
with new
bump on the
spiral
best
abyss.
Traveler over here. What is it, Shao? Go on, Traveler. Flip that totally random looking person over, Traveler. You're just gonna show up out of nowhere and smack me again? Do it! Okay. I'm hitting that yonky splunky, Traveler. Holy shit. I'm hitting that yonky splunky. Shao, what the hell? Look at me go. You're not funny.
I ain't gonna count. The yoinky sploinky was almost so unfunny that it made me laugh. Okay.
I hope you're ready to face my wrath, Traveler. You are under my mercy.
Huh?
You like to play dirty, don't you?
Oh dear.
What?
You forgot one thing.
What?
I don't have balls.
Oh, you're right. He's a puppet.
Okay.
He's a puppet. Duh.
Erato.
He's not even human.
Want me to come along?
You almost
Hey,
had it.
girly.
You just didn't cut it off. Almost had it. What the hell is this?
Lag.
Is this just lag? Oh.
That is so weird how that happens.
What is he doing? Is it McDonald's?
The hell?
Wait a minute! Something ain't right!
Osmanthus
I'm so
wine
confused.
tastes the same as Irish.
Shut the fuck up!
Kevin, this is for you.
That was a good one.
Yep.
I love that!
I know, but there's something in it. What? Open it.
Oh god.
No, just open it.
No, I don't want it.
Kevin, open the damn
Take
thing.
it out.
No, you're gonna like it. I swear, just open it.
Open the bag.
A little bag?
See, I told you.
What are you, a cat?
I hate that. I hate that. It's a little bag.
Oh no!
Change the Chongyun, but I'll come on your little ice bridge. That's what.
That's what she said.
You gonna what on my little ice bridge?
Look at me, Margaret. Look at me. I'm a cat, Margaret. Look at me.
God.
Why are you scared of me, Margaret? I'm a cat. You love cats. You love Diana, Margaret. Why don't you love me? Stop picking favorites, Margaret. Stop being a Margaret, you stupid son of a.
Alright, Shinobu, if you want to be part of the Arataki gang, you gotta be quick, fast, smooth. All that.
True.
Alright, you see those 2 people over there? I got the ginger-haired one, you got the weird dressing looking guy. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Zhongli, I just gave you 20,000 mora. What did you spend it on?
Oh no.
I apologize, child. I had to get these new steppers. You know, they kinda look lit. Well, don't worry about it. I'll just give you 20,000 more. You ginger-haired freak! Seems we're being robbed, Mr. Zhongli. Time to make my grand exit.
Okay.
Are you here to rob me? Instead, would you like to sit down and tell each other's stories? And I told child, that's how you shake that ass.
What?
Are you serious?
Why do I feel like that's actually how that would go? Well, that's cute.
I love Kirara. Must be
Aw,
your,
that's so
that must be
cute.
your Japanese voice. Japanese, Chinese, something like that.
外でさまよってた日々を思い出すよ。
Come.
Stop.
Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Oh dear.
What is this music?
The fuck was that in my left ear?
Bro wanted a bite too. I wanted more pixels. What?
Nope, I'm a puppy.
What? I guess.
That was random. I hate those enemies.
Albedo?
I am
Depressed?
For you so hard.
Excuse me? Yeah, excuse me, what?
Why?
I have to process for a minute. What?
Why?
You? Is this a prank? Because I swear to
It is no prank, bitch.
Hey!
It's the
Why does it sound like that?
Because you, my precious little bitch boy,
Stop it,
are
sir.
tripping balls.
Oh god.
Oh, wait a minute. That's from Nostalgia Critic.
Ugh.
I think. Oh,
That's
oh
like
no.
when I fell and dislocated my shoulder. Stop!
What the hell?
Fontaine gameplay be like?
Help me.
What is happening?
Me.
Oh, gosh. I need a freaking cushion for this chair. Ugh. I'm already missing my black one. Damn customers.
How do you do that? That's ridiculous. That was the closest I've been to laughing.
You'd have to rig the characters like a puppet. They're like things.
Oh.
Why can I not think of what they're called? But why?
Wouldn't it be great to live in a world without annoyances?
True. Like Harvey.
I heard you were talking shit about me.
You're fucking paranoid. You are fucking. You
Oh
bloody,
god.
you bloody.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Just vanished like a fart escaping out of someone's asshole.
If we're talking the punishment, we have to mention the Holy Grail.
Oh, it's the emotional damage,
what,
dude.
You forgot to cook the rice? Oh, okay. So,
I love this
one
guy.
my grandma passed down to my mom passed down to me. See, the most amazing thing about the slipper is the quick draw speed. If your son forget to cook the rice, bam, you can have slipper unbound in 0.3 seconds. However, the defining trait of the slipper is the long-range capability. I know it looked like short-range melee weapon for defending the disappointment. If you need that distance, it doubles as a long-range weapon. This weapon was invented before physics. When we were back in, you can finesse it through time-space.
Uh-huh.
The fucking hell?
Huh? Oh.
Oh.
Why was Cinderella
That actually almost got me. That was good. That was good.
so bad at soccer? She kept running away from the ball. Do you get it? What would bears
Oh
be
my
without
lord.
Ears.
ears? I only know 25 letters of the alphabet.
I can't remember why.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
I'm really hungry.
I'm
Can I
Sido.
have a hamburger, please?
You're adopted.
Koi VA of Albedo losing his 50-50 to Sino and Albedo by Tignari.
Uh-oh.
The truth is, you're not the same person that you were back then.
I guess that's true. Just feel like a...
Oh. Yeah, that's the voice
love
actor. That's him.
I love Koi so much.
No, don't leave.
He is so
He's just
bad.
out.
Don't leave.
He's like, I'm done.
Oh god.
Okay.
I get
He's
it.
fine. Everything's
That was me when I got
get
Chi-Chi twice in a row on
gonna-
that night. I was about ready to lose my fucking mind.
the buttons here.
I don't want the,
Yeah, just
the
push the
zombie
buttons.
child. Leave me alone.
Hey Koi.
Nothing. You good?
How you doing?
Okay.
Oh, that's a lovely character.
Great. Huh?
Oh, the lag is hilarious.
Jesus Christ. Scared me, dude. What did Dilute slam?
Huh?
What? Oh. Nice.
The
Cool. He grew.
The fuck?
Oh, what happened in here?
Magnificent pair of bananas. Oh, great heavens!
Oh dear lord.
Regarding your car's extended warranty.
On a ship in the middle of the sea, there was a
Oh, I love Kaya.
turtle.
Wait, that's so
His
cute.
name was
Tentacle.
Turtle.
Wait, that's so cute.
And his job was to
That's more cute than funny.
go on the boat. Go on the boat? Yeah. Go on the boat. Oh. But one day a storm came and the turtle.
Don't say it.
T. Oh, talk to you later. Talk to you soon.
Poor
All right,
turtle, dude.
I'm done anyways, so I'm just watching a video to relax.
That was a good one, though. I did like that one. What is happening
Oh. Russian.
Wait, that was...
Sidoarjo
Wait, that was sick.
Sidoarjo dibuat geger oleh kemunculan beberapa ekor buaya muara di aliran sungai berantas yang hanya berjarak 300 meter. Warga berkerumun di pinggir sungai.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
There's like 50,000 of these.
Fucking cooking.
Ouch.
True, dude. True. But
I guess it's just how ordinary mortals are like. It's easy for them to come. I've come. Come one, come all, I say.
What?
What if she's just trying to this cock?
Oh. And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
yes, he is.
You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool.
Well, why, yes, of course. For I am the greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
True. Probably the only one in Snezhnaya. Oh.
What the fuck?
Click.
Oh my god, he just keeps clapping.
Don't worry, I'll get your blanket.
Is that Griffin?
Oh no. Oh my god.
Stop.
The voice. Oh wow, that's like breaking the fourth wall.
Little child, you're not gonna die. Zaddy's gonna sing you a lullaby.
Did you say Zaddy?
Good night.
Griffin. That was good. Okay, that wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought, but we finally made it through You Laugh, You Lose without actually laughing, dude. My god. I'm kind of glad because I've got Gamescom coming up next week, chat, or the week after, whenever it is, the week after next, so that's pretty good. I'm surprised I've never seen that Klee one before, dude. That was cute. That was very cute.
Oh. Alright. Alright, that does it. Alright, that's good. I highly doubt anything's wrong with the file. There's really not much in it to really give it worry. Should I upload to the drive, or should I wait, or should I just go? Come on, Sparrow, you're not that lazy. Come on, bud. You're not that lazy. Oy vey. I don't know, I just don't feel like doing anything today. I'm lazy today. Oh my god, are we gonna go today? Shit. Oops. Part 2, part 1. Partially mixed. Hopefully this works. It should. Okay, close Audacity. What? How did you get open? Go away, Edge. I don't want you. You suck. Oh, man. Can I please just... No. There we go. All right. With that, I'm done for today. So thank you all for joining me, and yeah, I'll probably get back to this either tomorrow or the day after. It all depends on how I feel. So thank you all for joining me. Hopefully you learned something. Shit, did I just do that? Anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys later.